So we got Curtis hard at work. Welcome back. It's another fine day and another install. So what we've got here today is another electric cutout install from the fine folks at DynoVox. Got some nice instructions with this one. Very complete. Showing all the components, how to assemble, etc. So, pretty nice. Obviously, we've got our wiring, a couple of remotes. Kind of got the heart of the system right here. This is the, what I call the electric motor slash butterfly. Bear with me. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Not going too well, as you can see. Not trying to make you all motion sick. So, there we are. Nice deal there. Pretty common. Got our V-band for the dump, they said, and that goes on the Y merge. Hardware gaskets. There's the flange that grabs the dump. Really nice piece. Not your run-of-the-mill cast piece. It looks actually like they machined this from a solid piece. Nice graphite gaskets. So we're going to go ahead and get started here shortly and install this on a friend's truck. So we have our victim, or patient I should say, on the lift. 2001 Silverado, regular cab, short bed, 5'3". This is what the cutout's going on. I don't want to bore anybody to tears with fab and exhaust, but that's pretty much it all installed. A little bit of wiring to do. Obviously couldn't put the turn down on. Big case muffler problems. So, but it'll function just fine. Gonna go ahead and get everything plugged in and wired up and give it a listen. And with that, folks, the install's done. He's happy. Opens and closes quick with the remotes. That's a win. So as you can see, the install's wrapped up. All said and done. I didn't really show much of the install because the majority of what we were doing was refabbing the new exhaust system to replace the one that was kind of kinked and bent up from when the truck had been rear-ended previously. So pretty cut and dry though. Find a spot for it, cut the pipe out, put it in, weld it in, run your wiring, and route it away from heat, etc., etc. Pretty the basics. You don't need me to tell you this. If you work on cars at any capacity other than, you know, the basics, then you know this. Any rate, we're going to do a real quick couple flybys here. One through the exhaust and through the MagnaFlow muffler, and then the other one open, obviously. So first we'll do open, or excuse me, through the muffler. Alright, so pretty standard. That was through the muffler. Not sure what RPM he was at when he went by, but you get the gist. Typical 5.3 with a small cam, long tubes, and an aftermarket muffler. We're going to go ahead and do a flyby here, same thing, same speed roughly, with the cutout open. Alright, so there you have it. Through the muffler, then bypassing it through the open cutout. Gives you the difference in sound between the two. And gives you that overall impression so far. The valve keeps trying to open. Don't know why. We've got the electric motor on the butterfly valve clocked towards the frame rail. We've checked it, double checked it, keeps trying to do it. I'm going to try flipping it around, clocking it the other way if there's room. See if that changes anything. But we'll keep you updated. Other than that, quality was good. Really like the remotes. They've got a little deal that slides to cover the buttons, so when it's in your pocket you're not bumping the buttons and on accidentally opening and closing the exhaust while you're walking around or driving, etc. So the remotes are good. The actual cutout itself, the pipe with the flange, nice material, great welds. Can't say enough good about that. Just like I said previously here, the valve was the only thing that's having a little bit of trouble with, where it wants to creep open after it's already closed, like it's not sealing up. It doesn't want to stay sealed up. As he's driving, he's telling me every once in a while he's going to reach over and hit the remote and bump it to close it again, and then it creeps back open. So we'll see what's going on with that. And like I said, at a later date, say maybe after 30 days, see if he's still having the problem, if we're able to fix it with clocking it differently. Again, would have been nice to get the dump on it, but we just kind of ran out of real estate under that truck. So as always, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, all that good stuff if you've made it that far. And we'll see you next time. If you're following along with this truck content and you like this stuff, real soon we're going to have some dyno testing. I'm actually going to the dyno tomorrow with my truck, so we'll have some interesting stuff and results to share with that. So thanks again.